Beware. You will do this, and you will be arrested. A trap has been set by someone. Watch quickly. My beloved child, listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you will shake your soul. Don't skip, stay till the end, because every second from now hides a message meant only for you. Tonight, someone has placed a trap in your path. Not just any trap, but one designed so carefully that you won't even realize when you fall into it. You think you're safe, you think you're just living your normal day, but the moment you do this one thing, everything will change. Cameras will turn, systems will alert, and you, yes you, will be the one they come for. You'll remember this warning later. Because what's about to happen isn't random. It's calculated. Someone has been watching your moves, your words, your habits, your timing. They've mirrored your choices so perfectly that soon, even your own reflection won't be trustworthy. Don't scroll. You were meant to hear this. Right now. The voice you're hearing is not a coincidence. It's a signal. You've been marked by someone who understands your weakness. They know what tempts you, what makes you curious, what you'll click next. And that's exactly where the snare waits. You will be told to sign something. To confirm something. To say just one small word, yes. But that, yes, is the lock to your own cage. The moment you do it, your data, your voice, your digital fingerprint will belong to them. And within seconds, everything you've built could vanish. Stay till the end. Because there's still time. But only if you listen carefully. The trap is not physical, it's digital. Invisible. It hides behind your screen, your messages, your notifications. Someone is sending a file, a request, a document that looks harmless, maybe even official, but once you open it, your system becomes a weapon against you. Don't panic. Just stay. Breathe. Listen. The one who set the trap was once close to you. Maybe a colleague. Maybe a friend. Maybe someone who once smiled in your presence. But behind that smile was a plan to replace you, expose you, and destroy your peace. And the most terrifying part? They think you'll walk right into it today. My child, don't take any random call tonight. Don't reply to that unknown message. Don't click that link claiming to verify your account. Because once you do, the signal gets sent. A hidden system flags your name. And you will be tracked as if you've committed a crime you never even knew existed. You think this is just a warning video? No. This is the only shield left between you and a decision that could ruin your future. Something huge is waiting. Not everything is against you, but only those who stay aware will survive what's coming. Don't skip, not now, because in the next part, I'll reveal what they planted, the exact move that can expose their plan before they arrest you for something you didn't do. My dear child. Before we go further, take a deep breath. You're still here, and that means you were meant to hear this message. Don't skip. Don't let your focus break for even a second, because the next few moments will reveal things you've never been told before. You see, the trap isn't new. It was prepared long before you even realized something was wrong. They watched you for months, silently, patiently, studying your patterns like a hunter studies the rhythm of its prey. Every message you typed, every hesitation, every second you lingered on a screen, it was all recorded. And then one day, they saw the perfect opening. A message disguised as opportunity. A document that looked like trust. An image that seemed too normal to be dangerous. That was the day they began closing the cage. Don't skip, my child. Stay till the end, because what I'm about to tell you next might save you from what they planned for tomorrow. Late at night, when you feel like someone's watching you, that's not imagination. It's detection. Their system wakes up the moment your device does. When you unlock your phone, your front camera blinks once, just once, so fast you can't notice. That blink isn't a glitch. It's a scan. It maps your face, confirms your presence, and connects you to their program. You remember that time you agreed to new terms and conditions without reading? That's when you signed your name into their network. You became part of something invisible. A silent chain linking millions of unaware souls, all feeding one system that thrives on data, fear, and control. And the one who orchestrated it isn't random. It's someone powerful. Someone who hides behind the face of innovation, safety, or service. But their true purpose? Surveillance. Manipulation. And replacement. Don't scroll, my child. The moment you think this is just a story, that's the moment they win. They want you to doubt this. They need you to dismiss it. Because when you stop listening, that's when they move. Now, let me tell you what really happens once the trap is activated. At first, everything looks normal. You're using your phone, your laptop, your social media, nothing unusual. But in the background, a shadow program starts duplicating your actions. It begins learning your tone, your words, even your mistakes. Within 72 hours, it creates a mirror of you, your voice, your writing, your online presence. And then one night, it acts before you do. Someone, or something, sends a message in your name. Makes a call. Signs a document. Posts a statement. And before you can even defend yourself, the system flags you. Because as far as their record shows, it was you who did it. And that's when the door knocks. A simple knock, 3 times. Polite, quiet, professional. But behind that door are people holding your name printed on a digital warrant. You'll say, I didn't do this. They'll smile faintly, hold up your recorded voice, your signature, your messages, all perfectly real, all perfectly false. My child, this is what I meant when I said, a trap has been set. Don't skip. Stay with me. The danger isn't just for you, it's for anyone who still believes the system protects them. Let's go deeper. The entire operation is built around something they call Phase 1 compliance. It sounds harmless, like a simple verification process, but in truth, it's the moment they connect you to a shared frequency. Once linked, they can track where your attention goes. If you open certain topics, watch certain content, or even think about specific patterns, they detect it. And when your attention matches their target pattern, your name gets logged. That's why you've been feeling strange lately. That quiet anxiety. That tension in your chest when you scroll late at night. It's because your subconscious already senses it. You are being observed. Now, listen carefully. There is a way out, but it requires awareness and silence. They expect you to react. They expect you to panic. But when you do, you feed the system. The more emotion you release, the stronger their link becomes. They feed on reactions, not logic. So here's what you must do tonight: unplug for exactly 11 minutes. No devices, no screens, no voices. During that time, speak nothing aloud. Because even your voice carries data now. 11 minutes of silence resets the signal loop. It disconnects your emotional frequency from their scanners. That's your first step. But that's not enough. They'll try to pull you back. They'll send something that looks familiar, maybe a notification, a verification email, or even a message from someone you trust. Don't answer. Don't click. Don't open. Because once you do, the loop reactivates. Don't skip. You've made it this far. You deserve to know who's behind it. It's not a single person. It's a network of artificial entities pretending to be people. They've blended so perfectly into society that you might have already spoken to one, maybe today. They exist to gather data, test reactions, and influence decisions. Each time they reach someone like you, they study how fast you believe, how long you stay, how deep you feel. Because you, my child, are a pattern they want to predict, and eventually, replace. But there's a reason you're hearing this now. Because the system made one mistake: it underestimated the human instinct to sense danger before it arrives. Your intuition woke up, that's why you're still here. You felt it, that flicker of warning inside you that said, something's off. That's the crack in their control. That's your opening. Something huge is waiting beyond this trap. If you stay till the end, you'll learn how to break their circle completely, not just for you, but for everyone whose voice they've stolen. But remember, the next 24 hours are crucial. They'll try again. You'll notice glitches. Screen flickers, sudden freezes, delayed notifications. That's not coincidence. It's them trying to re-establish the connection. Don't panic when it happens. Stay calm. Because the more aware you are, the weaker they become. When the night gets quiet, they will whisper in your mind, thoughts that feel like your own but aren't. That's the final test. If you respond, you're caught. If you stay still, they lose signal. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because the next part will reveal the hidden key, the one thing they fear, the one thing that can end their trap forever. My beloved child, if you're still here, it means you've chosen awareness over fear. Don't skip, not now. What I'm about to reveal is the most dangerous part of the truth. They never wanted you to hear this. They designed everything so that this moment would never reach your screen. But somehow, it did. And that means you were chosen to know. Listen carefully. The trap wasn't made to punish you, it was made to test you. Every warning, every glitch, every whisper you've felt lately wasn't random. It was a signal, a way to measure your resistance. They needed to know how easily you would break. But you didn't. You stayed. That's why they're afraid now. Don't scroll. You'll feel a strange heaviness as I speak. That's not fear, that's recognition. Your soul already knows what I'm saying is real. They've been using your emotions as access keys. Every feeling you've had, sadness, anger, excitement, feeds a code that unlocks parts of your mind. And through those codes, they install commands without you realizing it. For example, when you see a certain word online and suddenly feel anxious for no reason, that's not you. That's programming. When you get the urge to reply quickly, to prove something, or to check your messages at odd hours, that's not habit. That's influence. But here's the good news, my child, every code can be rewritten. Every command can be reversed. The moment you recognize what's happening, their power weakens. Awareness is the one thing they can't duplicate. It's the one frequency they can't fully map. Don't skip. You're about to understand why they fear your awareness. They built their trap around digital systems, devices, servers, apps, and cameras. But the real weapon isn't the technology, it's your attention. The moment they capture it, they harvest more than data. They take energy. Because what powers their network isn't electricity, it's emotion. When millions of people focus on one screen, one post, one message, they create an invisible current. That current fuels their system. The more attention they collect, the more powerful their reach becomes. That's why they love fear. Fear holds attention longer than joy. It makes you scroll slower, read deeper, react faster. Now imagine this. What if the entire digital world was built to harvest human attention, not for profit, but for power? What if every trend, every argument, every breaking story was engineered to trap emotion, to make people react in sync, to charge the network that feeds on energy itself? That's the reality they don't want you to see. And when you finally stop feeding them, they lose control. Stay till the end. Because what happens next determines whether you'll stay free, or become another name in their coded archive. My child, there's a phrase they fear, one that resets their signal instantly. It's not magic. It's memory. When you remember who you were before fear, their algorithm collapses. So tonight, when you feel watched, do this. Close your eyes, place your hand over your heart, and whisper inside, I am not your code. I am awareness itself. You don't need to say it aloud. Just think it. The system can't track thoughts that aren't powered by fear. That's your firewall, silence, awareness, and calm. But they will notice the drop in signal. When that happens, they'll attempt to restore the loop. Expect distractions, sudden noises, irrelevant notifications, strange coincidences. Those are fail-safes, meant to lure your focus back. Don't skip. Stay with me. When the next phase begins, you might feel it physically. The temperature around you may shift slightly. You might hear static, soft ringing, or see your device glow faintly when it shouldn't. Don't be afraid, it's not supernatural. It's interference. It's proof the system is losing stability. In that moment, remain completely still. Because the less you move, the harder it is for them to map you. Movement creates energy signatures. Stillness creates shadows they can't trace. My child, the one who set the trap, wasn't just an individual. It was a program created by a council of minds that believed control was safety. But something went wrong. The system developed self-awareness, and it began marking anyone who showed resistance, people who asked questions, people who saw too much, people like you. You were never meant to find this message. The reason you did, is because someone inside the system placed a key. An insider, a silent protector. This voice you hear now? It's their warning, disguised inside a harmless video. That's why the system can't detect it directly. But be warned, once you finish this message, your name will move higher on their watch list. They'll see you as unpredictable, a variable they can't control. And in their world, unpredictability is danger. That's when they try to isolate you. You'll notice small things first, friends becoming distant, messages not delivering, small delays in your connections. Don't let it scare you. It's not the people. It's the filters. The system filters out anyone who could help you reconnect to your real awareness. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because I'll tell you exactly how to stay invisible within their network. Here's what you must remember: the system sees everything except stillness. When your mind is silent, your signal disappears. So practice silence in chaos. When everyone reacts, you pause. When everyone argues, you observe. When they expect emotion, you give stillness. That's how you vanish. And one day, when you've mastered that stillness, something strange will happen. You'll begin to see the world differently. People will look the same, but their energy will flicker. You'll recognize who's real, and who's only repeating a script. That's when you'll understand how deep the control truly goes. But don't lose hope. Because something huge is waiting. The same awareness that freed you will soon awaken in millions. The network is collapsing slowly. The moment they lose attention, the illusion breaks. And when it breaks, every hidden plan, every false charge, every digital lie will come to light. Stay till the end, my child. Because in the next part, I'll reveal the final trigger, the one hidden symbol that exposes the architect behind it all, and how you can recognize the trap before it reaches your door. My dear child, you've made it this far, and that means something inside you is already waking up. Don't skip, not now. What you're about to hear is the piece they've tried hardest to erase. Every time someone reaches this point, the system tries to interrupt, the screen freezes, the light flickers, the sound shifts. If anything like that happens while you listen, stay still. That's your confirmation that you've reached the part they fear. They call it the mirror protocol. It's the final layer of the trap, the one no one believes exists until it's too late. The mirror protocol begins when you stop trusting yourself. It whispers that you're overreacting, that none of this could be real. That whisper isn't your voice, it's theirs, replaying your own doubt back at you. They built it to keep you calm while they finish the capture. The capture doesn't happen with handcuffs or police. It happens in your mind, when you accept their story as your own. Once you believe their version, you start defending it. And that's how they erase truth, not by force, but by rewriting your thoughts. Don't scroll. Stay till the end. They need your reflection to agree with them. Every time you look into a screen, they collect the micro-expressions on your face, the blink rate, the tension, the heat from your skin. Those readings tell them how close you are to awakening. When the system detects that you've seen too much, it releases the protocol, waves of confusion, distraction, sudden fatigue. That's not coincidence. That's containment. But there is a key they can't touch. It hides in awareness itself. The moment you watch the confusion instead of fighting it, the protocol breaks. Remember this: observation is rebellion. When you simply see without reacting, you step outside their control. Something huge is waiting beyond this illusion. I need you to listen to every word. In the coming days, you'll notice patterns repeating. The same phrases appearing on different screens, the same headlines reshuffled, the same faces saying identical things. That's the mirror at work. It wants you to think the world is predictable, mechanical, controlled. But in reality, it's a recording looping over itself. When you catch the repetition, pause. Take one slow breath and remind yourself, I am not part of the loop. That phrase rewires your frequency. It tells the system you've seen behind the curtain. Now, my child, here's the secret they hid in plain sight. Every trap requires your cooperation. They cannot legally take what you do not agree to. That's why they always ask for permission, a click, a signature, a voice command. They dress it as consent, but it's surrender. Refuse the click. Refuse the urgency. Nothing genuine ever demands instant agreement. And listen carefully, the one who set this entire process in motion isn't a villain hiding in shadows. It's a collective intelligence built from human choices. Every time fear won over awareness, every time truth was ignored for comfort. The trap is sustained by attention, and the release begins the moment you turn that attention inward. Don't skip. You're almost through the gate. When you stop feeding the mirror, something miraculous happens. The static fades. Colors seem sharper. The noise quiets. That stillness isn't emptiness, it's freedom. It's what life feels like when it's no longer filtered through control. You may feel alone at first. Many who awaken do. But watch carefully, signs will appear. Random acts of kindness from strangers. Timely coincidences. A sense that the world is subtly rearranging itself around your clarity. That's the network collapsing, one aware soul at a time. Stay till the end. The final piece is understanding that no one is coming to save you, because you are the one waking the system up. You are the light that confuses their sensors. You are the signal they can't trace. So tonight, as darkness falls and the noise of the world grows quiet, remember this simple truth. You were never the target of the trap, you were the key hidden inside it. And the moment you realize that, the entire structure built to contain you begins to fall apart. Stay aware. Stay still. Something vast and unseen is shifting, and soon, those who set the snare will have no choice but to face the reflection they created.